So today we are going to solve October-November 2018 paper 3. We are going to do the task 3 spreadsheet. So these are the instructions given. Use the most efficient methods to solve each task. Display currency values in dollars to two decimal places. Length to one decimal place. Areas two decimal place. Capacities 3 decimal places. Using a software package, load the file N183 shed.csv. Add your name, center number, candidate number in the header or the footer of the spreadsheet. Save the file as a spreadsheet called shed underscore followed by your name. For example, shed underscore 999. Insert 5 new rows at the top of the spreadsheet. So these are the various instructions given. First, we need to open N183 shed.csv in Microsoft Excel. So this is the file. Open it in Microsoft Excel. Save it as an Excel document, Excel workbook. Name it as shed underscore your candidate number. You're asked to include your name, center number, candidate number in the header or the footer. So we have to include name, center number, and candidate number. Name, center number, candidate number. And save it. Insert 5 new rows at the top of the spreadsheet. Go to Home tab, select this one. 5 new rows has to be inserted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Now the next one is add these labels and format the cells to look like Shayla's steel sheds. So these things you have to enter in your spreadsheet. Shayla's steel sheds. So first start from here. You have to be very careful regarding the spellings. Shayla's steel sheds. This is made a little bigger and cells A to K, as you can see, cells A to K are merged together. So select cells A to K, merge and center, and a game background has been given. The letters has to be a little more bigger. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Now row 2, it's half visible, so we have to decrease the row height to make it like the question paper. Cost of steel per square meter. Just click here, type cost of steel per square meter. and you have to make it appear as it is in the question paper. This is text wrapped. So click here, use the wrap text feature, increase the column width so that you will get as it is in the question paper. Cost factor, both are made italic, bold, and you can say it should come like this. So decrease the row height, bold, italic, uh, and the cost factor also has to be wrap text. Fact. Both of these are center aligned. Now in row 4, $1.54 and 2.6. 1.54, 2.6. Make this as currency with the dollar sign. In row 5, it's also halfway visible, so decrease the row height. Now row 6 is made bold and italic. So that question is done. Question number 12. Enter a formula in cell F7 to calculate the floor area of the shed in square meters. The floor area is length multiplied by width of the shed. So F7. In F7, you are going to find out floor area. Formula is given, length multiplied by width. Done. Enter a formula in G7 to calculate the cubic capacity of shed in cubic meters. They have given you the formula, just copy the formula as such, and wherever you have to give brackets, give the brackets sensibly. Apex height plus wall height, the whole thing divided by 2 multiplied by floor area. So we'll start the formula here, equals bracket apex height plus wall height divided by 2, then multiplied by floor area. You should be very careful regarding the brackets. Wherever needed, brackets are to be given or the answer will be wrong. So this is how it should be done. E7 plus D7, the whole thing divided by 2 multiplied by F7. Now enter a formula in H7 to calculate the roof area. Roof area is calculated as 2 multiplied by length multiplied by, then you have to find the square root of this entire thing, that is width by 2 whole square plus apex height minus wall height whole square. So see the formula very carefully and start doing it. Equals 2 multiplied by length equals 2 multiplied by length multiplied by, then you have to find the square root. So there is a formula SQRT, you can use that formula. You have to find the square root of this entire number. So I'll just close it and I'll fill the number here. Width by 2 whole square. I have to find width by 2 whole square. So I'll click on Start a new bracket. Width by 2. I'll put that in bracket. Then whole square. You can use the symbol on number 6. Whole square plus apex height minus wall height, the whole square, plus in brackets apex height minus wall height, then again whole square. Yes, we got the answer. Enter a formula in cell I7 to calculate the surface area of the shed. Surface area is equal to 2 multiplied by wall height multiplied by length plus width multiplied by apex height plus wall height plus roof area. Surface area equals 2 multiplied by wall height. 2 multiplied by wall height multiplied by length plus width. Bracket length plus width, close the bracket, plus width multiplied by apex height plus wall height. Okay. Apex height plus wall height plus roof area plus roof area. Now the next one. In cell J7, you need to calculate the cost of materials to make the shed. The cost of materials is equal to surface area multiplied by cost of steel per square meter equals surface area multiplied by cost of steel per square meter. Cost of steel per square meter is here. Click on that. And so I'm going to use only this value. I'll be multiplying the entire thing with the cost of steel per square meter. So if I drag it down, I may get a different answer like this. So I'm going to lock up this A4. I'll be adding dollar sign in front of A and in front of 4. And now enter a formula in cell K7 to calculate the sales price of the shed. This is the cost of materials multiplied by cost factor rounded up to nearest $10. So first I will find out cost of materials multiplied by cost factor. So equals cost of materials multiplied by cost factor. Cost factor value should also not change, so I'm going to make it as absolute reference by adding dollar signs. That. Now in the question, they have asked us to round it up to the nearest $10. So we'll be using round up function for this number. Round up. So this is our number, comma, number of digits minus 1. Close the brackets. And it's rounded to 120. Now, enter a formula in L7 to display the text extra large if the cubic capacity of the shed is greater than 14 meter cube and the floor area is greater than 7 meter cubes. So two conditions are there. The cubic capacity should be greater than 14 and the floor area should be greater than 7. Or if not, leave the cell blank. So if the condition is true, you have to type extra large. Or if this cell has to be left blank. So it's an if condition, and inside the if function, the condition, we have two conditions to be checked. So we are going to use an and function as the condition test for the if. So here I'll be starting with an if function. If the logical test, I have two conditions to be checked. So I'm going to use an and function here as a logical test. And the condition is cubic capacity should be greater than 14 and floor area should be greater than 7. Okay, so this is my logical test. If the test is true, it should print as extra large. And if it's not true, if it's false, leave the blank spaces. Yeah, here the capacity is not greater than 14, neither floor area. So it just left a blank space. That's it. Replicate the formulas entered in steps 12 to 18 for each style of shed. So we are going to copy down the formulas that we have done. It's done. Apply appropriate formatting to all the cells in rows 7 to 18. Appropriate formatting means the formatting things they have mentioned in the beginning of the paper. That is, all the currency symbols should be dollar with two decimal places. All the area should be two decimal place. Length one decimal place, and cubic capacity should be in three decimal place. So we have to adjust it such a way that length, wall height, apex height, all these are length, and it should be in one decimal place. Now floor area, it should be in two decimal place. And the cost prices, it should be in dollar with two decimal places. It's in dollar and with two decimal places. It's correct, nothing to be done. Now, save the spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure it is in landscape orientation. Row and column headings are displayed. Contents of all the cells are fully visible. So that's it. We have done all the questions. Now it's the printout part. Save and print the spreadsheet showing formulas. To show the formulas, go to the formula, show formula. So whenever you are going to use the formula, you make sure the entire contents are fully visible. So it should be in landscape orientation. So we'll just see the print settings. I'll make it as landscape. There should be for row and column headings are fully displayed. So here row and column headings are not displayed. To display row and column headings, you have to go to the view tab. Sorry, page layout, sheet options. You can see headings. Click on print. Now the row and column headings are fully visible. The contents of all the cells are fully visible. So you have to make sure the contents of all the cells are fully visible. Here you can see some of the contents are not fully visible. So to make it fully visible, just select and double click between any two rows and columns so the entire contents will be made fully visible. Okay. Mm. Okay, so I'll do one thing. Yeah, this was the thing. I went to the formula and I clicked on the show formulas. So the contents will be fully visible. Like this one. Make sure this also comes properly. We go to file, print. Okay, this is the formula view. Here also the contents are not fully visible. So again, go to the home, find out where the contents are not fully visible. Here, here. Okay, so you have to make sure all the contents are fully visible before you give the print command. Okay, done. The next one is print the sheet showing a spreadsheet showing values. Make sure the printout fits on a single page. Contents of all the cells are fully visible. Again, the same thing. You go to Home tab. So this is the formula view. Make sure all the contents appears as you require it. Arrange if it is needed. And this has to be a little more bigger. Okay. So this is the formula view. Take the printout of that. So that's it. Thank you.